Hi everybody. So let's see. Since the last time we talked, I updated you on what was going on with our fertility and how we have to go see the doctor on Monday. So in between that last video and now, I told you guys about my cat and about my dog. First off, we'll deal with Jake. He has the onset of cataracts in his eyes, and otherwise, he's not in any pain. It's just something that we're going to have to get adjusted to, and so is Jake. And that was a little bit of a blow, but we were kind of expecting something, because he was bumping into things, and we just knew something wasn't right. So that was on Monday. We took our dog. Wednesday, I took Memphis. My husband did. Took him into the doctor, and not good news. They did a full body x-ray of his body, and they noticed he had an enlarged spleen. And they did a bunch of blood tests on him, which we wouldn't get back until Thursday. So they gave him fluids because he was dehydrated. They gave him a steroid, and they gave him an anti-nausea injection. Sorry, I just noticed my mascara looked like it was running. So we took him home, and I tried to get him to eat, I tried to get him to drink, and nothing was working. He just wanted to continue to hide under the bed. And then that evening, I went to go check on him again. My husband had told me, you need to get him back out from under the bed. I did, and I went back in the room, and before I could get him, I, bent down and looked under the bed, and I heard a noise, and it sounded like he was gasping, and it was horrible. It was a horrible noise. I immediately screamed for Jerett to come in the room, and he pulled Memphis out, and it looked like he was having like a seizure or something was going on. His mouth was open, his tail was frizzed. He just looked like he couldn't breathe. And Jerett turned to me and said, "I think he's passing." And I immediately cried. I was like, oh my God, I was like in panic mode. I didn't know what to do. My husband grabbed a towel, wrapped it around him, and said, well, let's just go. Let's just go to the emergency vet, and it's down the street where we live. And we were in the truck, and it seems like the light wouldn't change green fast enough. And we pull in, and my husband gets out of the truck, and we're walking towards the door to go in, and he turns to me, and he says, Memphis is gone. And he passed away in my husband's arms. Then he handed me Memphis, and we just sat in the parking lot for a couple of minutes, and I turned to him like, what am I going to do now? Like, I've never had an animal die on me. I've had to put animals down before when I was younger with my parents, but I've never had an animal die in their natural state and watch them take their last breath. It's very scary, and you feel helpless, and you hope that they're not in pain, but I can still see it in my mind, and it just bothers me that I just want to know he didn't suffer. And so we walked into the emergency animal hospital, and they gave us a private room, and they let us say goodbye to him. And we made arrangements with them to cremate Memphis, and we'll get his ashes back on Tuesday. And I cried all that night. I cried so much. My eyes were swollen, I had huge bags around my eyes. I had a headache. I had sinus pressure in here from crying. I didn't sleep good at all on Wednesday. And then yesterday, I was off and on with my emotions, up and down, crying and not crying. And then I just zonked out. Right after dinner, I just completely fell asleep hard because my body was just so stressed and I needed to sleep. And even my husband told me in the morning, he's like, you fell asleep so hard. I think, fireworks could have gone off and you wouldn't have heard it. So he knew how stressed out I was. We both were. And it's still hard. I catch myself crying here and there because he was my baby. He was my cat. And it was he was my second cat to enter in our family, our little family. And Memphis was special. He wasn't like other cats. He constantly was in the living room, very sociable, didn't run away and hide like most cats do, and he loved children. He loved them, and he would come out for them and rub up against them and purr, and especially with my niece Bree. He was so patient with her and allowed her to pet him and touch his tail, and where most cats would shy from that and they would be scared, but not Memphis. And on Wednesday, he was hiding underneath the bed, and I was watching my niece and nephew, and my brother had his little girl over, and they all three went into the bedroom and put their heads down to the floor, and Memphis came out for them, which he had not come out even for me. He came out for the kids, and he went up to each one of them, and they got to pet him, and then he meowed, and he went back underneath the bed, and maybe that was his way of just saying goodbye. Because he knew, he knew that was something wrong. So I was happy that the kids got to see him because they just loved Memphis and he loved them. Whew. So I've been just dealing with that, and like I said, Monday is my appointment, and I've got to, pull myself together and start this journey now. But on a lighter note, on a happier note, I got a package in the mail today. And I won't flip it over because it's got personal information on here. But this brightened up my day. And it's from my cousin. And he knows who he is. I'm not going to say his name because I want to respect his privacy. But I wasn't expecting this at all. This came totally out of the blue. And I opened it up, and inside there was a Post-it note. And he pretty much said that he knows what we're going through and everything that I've had to deal with, and he hopes that this brightens my day. And that right there, I mean, to take your time to think of somebody out of the blue, and you see something and you know they're going to love it, and to get it for them and surprise them is really wonderful. It's a great thing when you just even pick up the phone and you call them. But when you send them something in the mail, I don't know, it's just awesome. It's just I don't even have the words to say thank you. Inside, let me get to the point, was a t-shirt. And I'm currently wearing that t-shirt because I love it so much. I had to put it on. So, this is what it is, as you can see here. hope I can get the right angle here. There we go. It's a kitty, as you can see. And what's really awesome is he knows I love cats. There's this company, well, I shouldn't say company, organization called The Chive. And you can go to thechive.com, and it's a really cool place that has just a bunch of information, useless information, and a lot of useless stuff on there, but it's a lot of fun to look at. And then they have really important stuff on there too, like serious stuff, like serious stories about fundraising and personal stories of people who have to go through things and how they went through it. So it's a really cool organization. And if you go, like I said, it's called thechive.com, and if you go there, you check it out. It's a really cool place, and I didn't know about it until my cousin told me about it, and he absolutely loves The Chive. And when I say he loves The Chive, he literally loves it. I mean, he's got a personal license plate. He's got stickers, and he's got shirts, and I can only imagine the other things that he has, but he has it. And it's a really cool cause to spread the word about that organization. And they have this thing, and it's called, well, I'll just show you the sticker. This is what it is. Random Acts of Kindness. And pretty much, you know, back here it kind of explains what that is. And you guys know what it is. It's an unexpected and complete act of a good deed. So definitely my cousin did that today. He did a random act of kindness and knew that this would brighten my day and bring a smile to my face, and which it did, because it did, and I love it. And I love you, and I love his beautiful wife and their beautiful children. If you guys met them, you would love them too. They're just, when you think of a couple who are kind and beautiful and wear their heart on their sleeve, that is them, and they are amazing. And I look up to them in so many different levels. To his wife, who is a super mom, who seems to juggle it all: work, home, kids, pets. And she does it all, and she makes it look so effortless. And I have learned a lot just by watching her, you know, just watching how she does things and how she talks to her children and how she communicates with them. And I hope to be half of that when I become a mom one day. And just see how they have it together, you know. They have their bumps in the roads, but in all, they make it work. And I really want our family to be like that. You know, that's why I love to be with them, and I love to pick up any advice that they have, you know, and I can't wait to share even more memories with them when we have our kids. So I wanted to say thank you very much to my very, very special cousin. You know how much I love you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for making me smile today, because I really, really needed it more than you may know. And what is the crazy thing is that we both said on the phone is that when he ordered this shirt for me, you have to order these shirts in advance. It takes like a week or two for them to come in. And then he mailed it out, of course, to me. And it just so happened to get here the week that Memphis passed away. And of course, it has a cat on there, as you guys can see. So, he just thought that was a really kind of crazy coincidence that that kind of happened. You know, it was, I don't even know what you call it, but it's very weird, cosmic coincidence that he orders this shirt with a cat on there. My cat passes and I get the shirt, and I don't know. It's very, very strange, but very good. So, yes, so if you guys, like I said, if you want to check that website out, it's thechive.com, and it's pretty cool. And they also have a girls version. I think it's the berry. Don't quote me on this. I think it's the berry.com. I'm sure my cousin's probably like, serious? I've probably told you 1,000,000 times. But I can't remember if it's the berry.com or if there's a the berry. I'm not too sure. But if you go here to thechive.com, it'll talk about the berry. And the berry is more for girls, and it has girl stuff on there that maybe girls want to read more. The Chive is, I don't know, I think it could go for girl and guys to look at, but it does gear a little more towards the men side of it. So if you go to the berry place, it'll be more for girls, I think. I actually haven't checked it out. I know. I haven't. Been a little busy. But anyway, the shirt that I'm wearing right here, it says Cat Saturday in here. I know it's very hard for you to see, but that's what it says. Because my cousin, he sends me email link every Saturday for Cat Saturday, and Cat Saturday has all these cool photos of crazy cats and silly cats and cats doing silly things, and it just brightens my day every time I get that email, because it makes me laugh when I see all the different cats on there doing their things. And so that's what this Chive shirt represents, Cat Saturday. So enough of me rambling on and on. Thank you guys again for watching and subscribing. Thank you for all your messages, from your prayers to everything. I appreciate you guys. And like my cousin would say, chive on. Okay. Thank you guys. And thank you cousin. Bye.